Lacson links ex-generals to STL corruption. Retired police and military generals have cornered small-town lottery, STL, franchises from the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. So, and they are among those who have not been remitting the government's share of the earnings, Senator Panfilo Lacson said on Thursday. Lacson, a former Philippine National Police chief, said the number of retired generals with franchises rose during the term of PCSO General Manager Alexander Balutan, himself a retired military officer. President Duterte on Friday suspended the PCSO gaming operations, including lotto and STL, citing massive corruption in the agency. He lifted the suspension of lotto operations on Tuesday, after investigators found no irregularities in its operations. 10 corrupt PCSO officials Malacañang, however, said an investigation of corruption in the PCSO will proceed. Justice Secretary Menardo Guevarra said on Wednesday that the investigation would include former officials of the agency. The president, according to the palace, said at a closed-door event on Wednesday that he was to identify 10 corrupt PCSO officials. That's what he said. He did not elaborate on that. Let's just wait for the announcement of the president, presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo told reporters on Thursday. In the Senate, Lacson said he supports the scrapping of STL, which has been used as front for the illegal numbers game jueteng. The termination of STL would remove the gray areas and make it easier for law enforcers to arrest jueteng bet collectors, he said. No left square bracket jueteng operation right square bracket was masquerade as illegal operation of STL. They would have nowhere to hide. So for me this is better because if the government is being cheated massively, if it is being fooled brazenly, maybe we should remove STL, Lacson told reporters. During Balutan's term he also said he had received information that the number of retired police and military officers who were able to get STL franchises increased during the time of Balutan. Balutan was sacked in March due to corruption allegations. Reached for comment, Balutan denied that the number of retired generals with STL franchises rose during his term. If ever, he said, they were incorporators but not the authorized STL agents, who were selected after a careful process. Balutan wonders why retired generals had to be singled out, saying there were STL operators who were lawyers, engineers, or belonged to other professions. For the record, the board terminated those left square bracket authorized STL agents right square bracket which cannot comply with the shortfall. However, they seek relief from the court by left square bracket asking for temporary restraining orders right square bracket and injunctions, he said. Dummies Balutan also said that during his term, the PCSO earned more than $25 billion in 2 years, a record for the agency. Lacson declined to name the retired officers who had backed STL franchises. Dummies' names are used, but they are behind these, he said. Instead of using their knowledge of jueteng to help the government, he said, they did the opposite. P70 will be a year in losing when you say a former police officer who has retired, he knows how jueteng is run. So they should have used their knowledge of jueteng operations to do good and help the government and the PCSO, but no. Instead of remitting the proper amount, they did not give it, Lacson said. Jueteng operators with STL franchises have done better, he said. In fact, the ones who were able to remit earnings were the jueteng operators who backed STL franchises, he added. Lacson estimated that STL operators in Luzon were collecting $200 million a day, or $72 billion a year. Lacson also said that he had learned that what might have angered President Duterte about the PCSO's lottery operations was the failure to pay the winnings of an STL player. He said the winner was not paid because the operator sold his franchise, but the new franchise holder refused to honor the old franchisee's obligation to the winner. The former franchise holder also refused to pay up, Lacson said. So you keep on placing bets on STL and yet you can get the prize. Maybe that's what made left square bracket the president right square bracket angry, he said. The president learned about the winner's predicament from the PCSO's general manager, Rowena Garma, during their meeting in the palace on Friday. challenge to police, Mr. Duterte ordered also gaming operations suspended 2 hours after his meeting with Guevarra. Lacson said eliminating STL would be a challenge to law enforcers, who could be offered huge amounts to protect jueteng operations. He recalled that when he was the provincial police director of Laguna in 1992, he was offered P1.2 million a month. The offer was later increased to P1.8 million, which he said he also rejected. With a report from Julian Relio. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.